What is going on, guys? So I'm going to be reviewing the Harry Kane Team of the Year Honourable Mentions today. This is the point where I packed him during Team of the Year. I wasn't too happy at the time. I was happy to get a 92 rated, but being an Arsenal fan, Harry Kane, isn't top of my list. He is 3-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, which isn't a problem for me because I'm not really into skill moves all that much. I use basic ones only. He can only play striker and centre forward. His pace has been jacked up massively off his base card, which is fantastic. His shooting is ridiculous. His composure is ridiculous. His curve is ridiculous. Some of the stats on this card are absolutely broken. He's absolutely, like, on paper, before even using him, if you look at those, they're incredible. And those passing stats for a striker, which if you watch football in real life, you'll know that Harry Kane plays very different to the way he did a few years ago. He drops deep, comes back and gets the ball, and he is integral to the build-up play and passing for Spurs. He's got the leadership trait and the outside of the foot shot trait. I find that players with a leadership trait really do give their all. They don't tend to have a bad game. When it's a striker especially, they don't tend to have a game where nothing goes in for them. As previously mentioned in my Bukayo Saka review, I found that players that don't have finesse shot trait and outside of the foot shot trait, so both of them together, sometimes it's better to just do the low driven shots, especially when they've got really high shot power, which Harry Kane does straight off the bat. So you just saw his reactions coming into play there. I think he had like 96 reactions or 94 reactions. So you just saw that coming into play, being ready for the rebound there. Absolutely perfect. Something like you'll see here that I noticed, he gets very lucky. He seems to go through players when there seems to be no way of getting past them. His penalties are absolutely unreal. The power that he generates on them, unstoppable. The biggest surprise for me with this card was his pace. So yes, I have put a catalyst on him. I think I've put in the end because I didn't have a hunter, and he doesn't need any boost to his shooting anyway. So his pace is over 90, but obviously he's a big lad, so I wasn't expecting too much from it. But his pace is unreal. If he gets the run on the last line of defence, he's gone. There's no stopping him, and that's not what you expect from a Harry Kane card. So I went into using this card with a very, how can I word it? I was very negative straight off the bat. I wasn't really interested in using the card. Um, my mind has completely changed after using it. I feel like he could, even if you wanted to, if you were, say, a Spurs fan or a big Harry Kane fan from England, I feel like you could use this card till the end of the game. His finishing's ridiculous. I don't see whatever changes come in FIFA 23. I don't see how that's going to change how good his finishing is, unless we have another nerf gate like they did with Ibrahimovic. But I don't see that happening. So technically, for me, you could use him as an endgame striker. He really reminds me of Team of the Year Haaland, who's like 5 million. And this Harry Kane card's, I think, at 340k. So yeah, I think he's absolutely fantastic. So here's my summary, guys. Current price is 340k. He's the first player that I've given all 5-star ratings to for everything. 5-star overall rating, 5-star for fun, 5-star for value. The card's unreal. And as I said previously, reminds me of Haaland's Team of the Year. Absolutely unstoppable card. 13 games, 22 goals, 3 assists, average rating of 9.3, which I also think is a record high for my channel. It's just an auto shooter. Like, you don't have to really do much other than point in a corner. It's as simple as that with him. Doesn't matter what power you put into it, he still finds a net. So I've given him a 9 for passing. Could be a 10. Obviously, with him being a striker, he tried to shoot more, so it's hard to get a full gauge on that. He's got a 10 for finishing, 10 for physical, 8 for dribbling, and I would give him 7 for meta. You can still make him lengthy. I don't have him as lengthy at the moment, but I will be trying him as lengthy and see whether that's good. But it certainly gives you a flashback to the days where lengthy was the meta, and it's not necessarily a bad thing either.